That is a shrine moving down the left lane of a highway in Mauritius. Nobody is honking. Nobody is angry. The police are protecting them. Every year, in February or early March, this island does something extraordinary. Hundreds of thousands of Hindus stop everything and walk. They walk to a volcanic lake in the clouds. A lake they believe carries the water of the Ganges itself. Not symbolically, not as a metaphor. Literally. By the end of this day, we understood why they are right. The road climbs through tea country into the central plateau. The clouds come down to meet you. Then the traffic tells you, you've arrived. Parking looked hopeless. Then a policeman waved us forward and guided us into a spot himself. A small kindness on a very big day. This is Grand Bassin. Every Hindu in Mauritius knows it as Ganga Talao, the lake of the Ganga. From here, everyone walks. Officers, grandmothers, barefoot pilgrims. One river of people moving toward the water. Some have walked for days to be here. From Port Louis, from the coast, from every village on the island. Just off the road, pilgrims circle a shrine to the Nagraha, the 9 celestial forces of Hindu tradition. 9 stone figures, 9 pauses. Nobody skips one. Then the lake appears. A crater lake, 550 meters up, ringed by forest and temples. The pilgrims haul kanwars, bamboo shrines built by hand, decorated by entire neighborhoods. And parked along the rim of the lake, hundreds of kanwars. Every single one carried here on someone's shoulders. My wife went quiet. She does that when a place is bigger than words. Incense drifting, drums somewhere behind us. She didn't want to move on. Honestly, neither did I. A procession passed us, drums, an idol of Ganesh, 3 generations of one family pushing together. Nobody here is performing for tourists. This is the real thing, and we are guests in it. Steps lead down to the water. They are called ghats, the same word used on the Ganges in India. That's not a coincidence. It's the whole point. So why this lake? Why he? The story says Shiva carried the sacred Ganga through the sky. A few drops spilled and landed here. For more than a century, Mauritian Hindus have honored that story on foot. Then, in 1972, it became more than a story. Water carried from the Ganges in India was poured into this lake. From that day, Ganga Talao and the Ganges were formally joined. Two waters, one faith, 5,000 kilometers apart. Nearly half of this island is Hindu. Their ancestors came from India as indentured laborers generations ago. They could not reach the Ganges, so they found her here. Along the shore, families make their offerings. Fruit, flowers, camphor flames. Devotees fill bottles and brass pots with the sacred water. They will carry it home, sometimes on foot. That water will anoint the Shiva lingam in their own village temple. This is the heart of Maha Shivaratri, the Great Night of Shiva. Fasting, prayer, and this water. Watch the faces. Nobody rushes. On this shore, time belongs to the lake. We move slowly too, partly out of respect, partly because my wife stops for every single ritual, and I stop for her. At the temple paths, the shoes come off. Hundreds of pairs, lined along the wall. An honest system, and it simply works. The queue for the main mandi wrapped around the terrace. Families waited in the heat without a single complaint. We joined them. Inside the complex, smaller shrines draw their own crowds. Ganesh first, the remover of obstacles. Every journey here starts with him. Offerings pile up faster than volunteers can clear them. Marigolds, bananas, coins, whispered requests. Water lilies crowd the temple ponds. In Hindu tradition, the lotus rises clean out of the mud, a symbol of the soul itself. Some shrines are grand. Some are a single deity behind glass, dressed by hand. More love than budget, and somehow more moving for it. Now, about these floats. Every one of them belongs to a village, a temple, a neighborhood somewhere on this island. Building them takes months. Timber, papier-mâché, paint, and after-work evenings since long before the festival. Read the signs and you can map the whole country. Central Flac, Bel Air Rivière Sèche, Triolet. That is Shiva himself, in his ascetic form, the meditating yogi. The figure in front with the five-headed serpent canopy is a different deity. That's Vishnu, sheltered by the serpent, Shisha. Durga rides a lion. And then, this one, an ascetic covered in ash, beneath the towering face of Maha Shiva as time itself. The skulls, the ash, the fierce stay. The ash is a reminder that everything ends. Ram, Lakshman, and Sita stand garlanded in marigold. All of this, the walking, the water, the floats, is for one God. Shiva. Maha Shivaratri is his night. To his devotees, Shiva was never born and will never die. You cannot ask his age, but you can ask how long people have loved him. The answer is astonishing. Some archaeologists see him in a seal from the Indus Valley, a horned figure in meditation, 4,000 years old. In the Vedas, 3,000 years ago, he appears as Rudra, the storm, the howler, the wild one. Over the centuries, the wild god became the great god. Mahadev. Brahma creates. Vishnu preserves. Shiva dissolves, so that creation can begin again. His worship crossed this ocean in the 1800s, in the hearts of indentured laborers. And today, a village named after Nehru garlands him in 10,000 marigolds. 4,000 years, and his people are still walking. 4 hours in, she was still going. Umbrella up, sandals dusty, not one complaint. There never is. And the lake itself, take a longer look. This is the mouth of a volcano. Extinct now. Silent for thousands of years. Fire made this crater. Rain filled it. Faith did the rest. In 1998, Mauritius declared it a sacred lake, protected by law. No swimming. No fishing. Nothing taken. Across the water, Shiva watches over all of it. An island born of fire, holding a lake full of the Ganges. Only here, in Mauritius. And then, the part nobody warned us about. The food. All along the route, volunteers run stalls. Paratha pressed by hand. Curry ladled from steel buckets. Sweets. Cold drinks. Everything is free. For everyone. Pilgrim or visitor, Hindu or not. This is seva, selfless service. Feeding a stranger here is not charity. It is worship. And rising over all of it, the statues. Mangal Mahadev. Shiva, 33 meters tall, the tallest statue in Mauritius. You see him long before you see the lake. Facing him, Durga Ma. 33 meters of her own, wrapped in scaffolding while craftsmen restore her. We came to Grand Bassin expecting a spectacle. We found something quieter underneath it. An island remembering where it came from. A river rebuilt by faith, one bottle of water at a time. If you are in Mauritius in February, do come. Walk part of it. Eat what you are offered. You will be a guest at one of the great acts of devotion anywhere on earth.